Good morning, you guys. It's been a while, I know, but I actually ended up taking a social media break for the last 2 weeks. And I have to say, the amount of revelation I had, wow. And I will be sharing it with you. I can't wait to actually share it with you guys, but it's actually mind-blowing. What is the word I'm looking for? Mind-blowing is a good one, but it's pretty interesting. It's mind-blowing, and I got a lot of revelation about how social media actually affects your mind. Yeah. Oh my god, you guys, RIP to that mug. I had to switch the mugs because that one had a crack in it, and I actually just got that from Anthropology. I got the blue one, I got another white one with maroon leaf detail on it, and I got this one. And because I just got it, I'm gonna go try and see if I can return it and get another one. They have no more of the blue ones left, but I think they had a few of the other ones, and if not, I'll just get one of these. Hopefully they have mugs left because I'm so sad about that. But anyways, today we have a plan. And after we go through our day of what we have to do, I will sit down and share with you guys what I have been learning being off of social media. I'm still actually off social media at the time that I'm filming this because I still have about literally another week to go. So I've been off of social media for a total of a week. And what I didn't know was going to happen, first of all, was the fact that I was going to be sharing with you guys what I have been getting. The first day, first of all, I had a dream, and in that dream there was a man who was saying it's very important to disconnect from your phone for at least 2 weeks out of the year. This is exactly what the man said. I never saw his face, I just heard his voice. And so when I woke up from that dream, I thought to myself, you know what? I never really do social media breaks because, to be honest, I'm not even on social media that much. And I know that seems odd considering what I do on here on social media, but I'm the type where I get on social media to post. I might scroll for a very little bit of time, respond to messages or comments, like a few posts from friends that I follow or fashion pages or whatever. And then I get off and I go about my day. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube, and that is still considered social media, but as far as like Instagram and TikTok and things like that, I'm not on it that much. Definitely I'm not on Instagram that much, but I am on TikTok more than I am on Instagram. But what's interesting is you really feel like it's not that much. And I know in comparison to other people, it probably is not that much. However, for me, I learned some things because the amount of times that I just automatically opened the app without even a conscious thought about it. Like, I just looked down at my phone and all of a sudden the app was open because my fingers just out of habit automatically opened it was kind of crazy to me. And so there was 3 times the first day, I counted, there were 3 times the first day where I had to actually close the app because it was just open. Like, I hadn't scrolled, but it was open. And I was like, oh my gosh, how did I get here? Like, I didn't even have a thought of, oh, I want to go on social media. Just like I opened it. And so that was like eye-opening for me. And then another thing, so let me just backtrack a little bit. So I thought to myself when I woke up from this dream, like, oh, I'll do that at the beginning of the year because the fourth quarter is very busy for content creators. We get a lot of sponsorship deals. There are things like that we have to film. And I was just thinking, you know what, this will be a good thing for me to start off my next year with. I'll do a social media break. But I woke up a week ago, and that day, God very, very specifically said, oh, it's today, actually. And I was like, oh, it's today. It's today. I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing it today. But if I do it today, how am I going to prepare for Vlogmas? And so I just looked at the calendar like, okay, well, what's 2 weeks from today? I looked at 2 weeks from the day that I was told, oh, it's today. And the 2 weeks ended on December 1st. How ironic. However, the instructions were that I could not consume social media. It wasn't that I couldn't post. I just can't consume. And so I was thinking, okay, well, you know, if I want to just go on and like post some things, I'll go post some things and I'll just get off. I just won't consume social media. That's fine. Whatever. I could still get content together. But after that first day of opening the app, like automatically on TikTok and Instagram, and even YouTube. I was like, actually, I think I need to take these apps off my phone. So I had to remove the apps from my phone, which again makes it more difficult to post. And then I just thought to myself, like, you know what? First of all, it's not going to be the end of the world if I don't post for 2 weeks. That's the first thing. But the second thing is, I don't even want to post and be tempted to go on and read the comments, because again, I'm still consuming somebody else's opinion. So let me just not, okay? And then of course, on my last video, we had the whole conversation about rest. And again, when I had that conversation with you guys, I had no idea that I was going to be doing this, like none whatsoever. This didn't even come until like maybe, I don't remember when I was having that conversation, but maybe a week or two after is when it came. Because that video, when I had uploaded it, I had been filming that video for like a week and a half. So the end part of that video I had filmed like the day before I uploaded it, I think, or 2 days before I uploaded it. But everything else that was going on in that video like was almost 2 weeks prior. So I want to say like a week later is when I realized, oh, I'm going to be off social media for a while. So it was kind of ironic that I said that to you guys. I kind of forewarned you of something that I didn't even know was coming. Interesting. But I just felt like I don't want to be tempted. So I'm not even going to post content. And just in that video, I was talking about the fact that I should be trusting God more. And to trust God means that I'm not going to sit here and be paranoid about falling out of the algorithm or my videos not doing well because I take a break. Like, that's not trusting God. Like, if God told me to take a break, I'm gonna listen to God. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I took the break. And so now we have like a week more left, but every single day of that break, revelation would hit me. And the first day that I took the break, I heard God tell me, like, okay, at the end of the day, when the end of the day had passed, I heard him tell me, like, okay, write down what you learned today for not being off of social media a whole day. And so that's what I'm actually going to read to you guys today. What's ironic is that I was maybe a little more than halfway through writing what I was writing before I realized that I was also going to be reading it to you. I didn't even get that instruction until after I started writing it down, where he was like, okay, now you're going to read this. And I was just like, really? Like, just the way that it was happening, I was literally falling, just like what I was telling you guys, but I wasn't actually exercising it all the way at the time that I was telling you, but I was literally following the instruction as I go. And I was told, oh, you're going to be reading all of these things to them actually. And I was like, okay, I guess I am. So I started writing it, got more than halfway through, realized I was going to be reading it. That's what I'm going to be reading to you guys today. And it just is very interesting how every single day when I sat down to write, I had no idea what I was going to write. None. And I would get revelation on the first sentence. I would write down the first sentence and then everything would just pour out. And I was referencing scriptures that I didn't even know that I knew, which was, again, interesting. This week has been interesting. So every day I've been getting fresh revelation about social media and content creation and the power of influence and being under the influence and what that actually means. So we're going to get into that. But first, our day. Let's go over our plan for the day. So over the last week, because I've had a whole lot more time on my hands, not being on social media, not doing content creation, not any of that, I have been finishing the last of my closet switch over. I've taken so many things out of my closet, and I'm going to show you guys. I have to take those bins and put them in my garage. And then we have to bring up the Christmas tree. I also had to move my big, beautiful gold mirror from this corner because this is where our tree goes, and I had to put it at my back hallway. I knocked off some of the cement on my banister, not my banister, like my little ledge thing in the hallway. So now I gotta have them come and like fix it because like the metal is literally exposed. So I'm gonna have to call and have them come do that too. But I hung these like little snowflakes that I got. Sorry, that's my cats. These little snowflakes that I got when I was working at Pier 1 when I was, how old was I? Maybe 21. Yeah, I was about 21 because when I was working at Pier 1 Imports, when I was like about 21, my daughter was only 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old. She was like 4 or 5 years old. And I was like 3 months pregnant with my son. And I was also working at Barnes & Noble at the time, and I was in college full time. So I was in college full time. I had 2 jobs and a child and a half. I was a little hustler. And so anyways, all that to say, I got these when I was working there because during the holiday season, they would give gigantic discounts to the employees. And so I got them and I never really like hung them. And so I was like, oh, this is the perfect place for me to hang them. So I'll show you guys that too. But I am waiting for my husband to get back home so that we could, what are you guys doing? Can you get, I'm trying to do something here. I wish I could show you guys. Hold on. Y'all gonna be bad on camera? Look at you guys. I feel like I should be narrating this like it's National Geographic's, but you guys see, they're just doing the most. See, they are just doing too much. But anyway, so I have to wait for my husband to get home because we need an assembly line. I have 3 flights of stairs. I'm on the 3rd floor. So we have to take all these bins down. And I'm gonna say I have like 13, I'm not gonna lie, big bins. I'll show you. There's even like one here on the table right here. But I have decided, so I have all of the summer stuff that I'm not gonna wear, obviously. It's California, so technically I could keep my summer things out, but I decided to put a lot of them away. So I put away a lot of my summer clothes, and I took out and put away the majority of the winter clothes that I was not gonna wear this season. Like, I just literally had to have a conversation with myself, like, okay, Jillian, what are you actually going to wear this? We're still in fall, but winter season, fall, winter season. And what are you excited to wear? What do you want to be able to get to easily and see easily? And then just for everything else, I packed it away. And so I have a set selection of like fall, winter clothes that I'm going to be wearing. And then I still have certain things out that are very much like multi-seasonal. So at the end of all of this, when it's time to repack my winter clothes and unpack my summer clothes, I'm actually going to go through all of that stuff, and anything that I just did not even think about wearing, that I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't wait to wear this, things that I'm just like not into anymore, I am passing on because I just don't need it. And that's like on day 4 or 5 of the readings that we will be doing. So on day 4 or 5, I will be explaining to you guys exactly how I feel about that. But yeah, that's just what we're doing. So I am going to try to straighten up a little bit. I still have like a few coats on this rack that I need to put in their homes so that I could collapse this clothing rack. And yeah, that's kind of like how our day is gonna go. And then also I do want to go to like probably Home Goods and Target and a few other places, probably to the thrift store. Actually, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that. But I want to get some holiday decor just to kind of like decorate. There's a few things I want to do. So we're going to kind of be bringing the house together for the holidays. So that is what is going to be about day 1. So that is our to-do list for today. Take the bins down to the garage, bring the Christmas tree up, decorate the Christmas tree. And then whatever else we have time for is what we're going to do. And yeah, that will be day 1. So we will reconvene when it's time to get moving. We're on the way to Anthropology. The mug I am going to be returning, but they actually have the other color that I got. They have 2 of those and 2 of the pear ones that I showed you guys. So she set them aside for me so I could get those. And then I also need to go into Sephora because I need to get another face wash. I'm completely out of my, what's the one that I'm using? Kiehl's. I'm completely out of my Kiehl's one. And then I did place an order on Amazon for some decor for my tablescapes. And so I got decor for my dining table, decor for my coffee table. I also got new chair covers because I just simply refuse to buy new chairs until we move. I really want new chairs so bad because underneath the chair covers, mine are so stained and my cats have clawed them to smithereens. and I just refuse. Unless I can thrift a pair, or I need 4. Unless I can thrift 4 chairs that go with my table, I refuse. I absolutely refuse to get more chairs until we move. So anyway, that being said, I got chair covers because I also want to get some placemats. And so yeah, so I'm doing the tablescape and that dining area, and then I'm doing my coffee table. But I got some really cute bud vases that I'm gonna sprinkle down the table. I don't know which one I'm gonna use it on. And then I also got this acrylic floral, I don't even know how to explain it because I've actually never seen anything like it before. So when I get it, I'm gonna show it to you guys, and we will do all of the like little floral arrangements together. But they're so cute. And then I got, is that all I got? Yeah, so I got the different floral arrangement things and the chair covers. But I also wanted to go to the thrift store to see if I could find some other like little bud vases and things like that for in between. And if I could also find table placemats, that would be great, because I have seen them before. And maybe some candlestick holders and things like that. So I have a list in my mind of some things I want to pick up. But that's the plan right now. And I believe I should be able to get all of this done before my husband gets back and we start taking the bins down. So that is a first on the agenda. I just need to really think about which thrift store I want to go to for the decor, because I want to go to one that I know is more likely to have what I'm looking for. And the one closest to me is decent, but the one, I feel like the one by my mom has more decor, but at the same time I also feel like the one by my mom is higher priced. So I don't know, I'll go both, because it's not like I can't, like I can always go to the one by me, but where I'm at is closer to where she lives. So I'm gonna go there and try to see what I can find. And then also the one in like all the way on the other side of town is actually pretty good for that stuff too, and they, I feel like, have some of the better prices. So we're gonna see, but you guys are coming with me. So worst case scenario, you'll come along. So we're gonna go to the mall first, and then we will hit up the thrifts after the fact. Goodwill now, and I think I'm only gonna go to one. So I ended up getting the stuff that you saw in the previous clip from Anthropology. I actually got 2 vases, and those 2 vases actually match perfectly with the little mini bud vases that I ordered off of Amazon that you guys will be seeing when it comes. And then I got all 4 of those candle holders, because when I was looking at the sale, that was confusing. Okay, when I was looking at the sale price and factoring it in my head, they were basically, the 2 bigger ones were $10 each, and the 2 smaller ones were $7.50. And when I think about how much candle holders and things like that have been costing at Goodwill, they've been about that price. So those were a lot more unique, so I got those. And then I got the vases that match, which, did I show you guys the vases? I'm not sure. I know for sure I showed you the candle holders. I don't know if I showed you the vases, but you'll see, because we're gonna put flowers in them and everything. And then I'm heading to the Goodwill to see if I could find some things to mix and match for the tablescape. And then I do want to go to Target to see if they still have those like little Christmas trees and things like that, so I can mix it in. And then I want to go to Home Goods, because I need candlesticks to go in the candle holders. I do have some candlesticks at home, but I don't have enough for the candle holders. And I want to have some and replacements like when they burn down. So I want to get that. So that's where we have to go. Home Goods, Target, and Goodwill. We're going to Goodwill right now. Okay, we are in the thrift and we are gonna stay focused. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so what I'm looking for is little vases that I can mix in with my bud vases. This is actually pretty cute too. So these are candlestick holders and these actually match my decor. So I'm gonna put these, come here baby. I'm gonna put these in here for now. Put those in there. Let's see what else. I feel like this could be a really cool bud vase to add because the ones that I got were green, plus the ones from Anthropology have green in them as well. So I'm gonna get this. It's only $3.99, but I'm gonna go around the other side to see if I see any other really cool ones.
Mom,
it's really cute.
Mom, over here.
I was really looking for stuff like this, but I'm torn because there's only one. And it is a little bit damaged on the inside, which is not terrible because I will cover that, but I wish there were more of these. I'm looking for candle holders like this. That really was like a quick in and out trip, and I didn't even like deviate. So I got the yellow little bottle because this is going to be really cute for a taller bud vase. And then I got the green one, and both of these match the stuff from Anthropology, so they're the same vibe. Love this. These are also going to be for flowers. And then I got more candle holders, and these have like a purple hue to them, and you guys know I have purple in my place. It's more of like a smoky purple, if that makes any sense, or maybe it's like more of a gray, but this is what it looks like, and they're little candle holders. So I thought that was really cute. And $6.99, so not bad. And then both of these, she gave them to me for $3.99. Yeah. I can't break them before they get home. Okay, let's put those down there. Okay, let me see. And then my daughter got this little, her thing was the most expensive thing. She got this like little Yoda Star Wars watch. She's been really wanting a watch, so this is actually pretty perfect for her. And then I got a pair of chunky like hoop earrings that are more of like a, they are like a silvery.
Wait, let me see the other thing.
I'm gonna let you see it. They're like a silvery gold. They lean more silver than gold, but I feel like they're really cute and they're really chunky. They're hefty and good quality. I'll show them to you in a second here. And then this is, what is this? Oh, this is just instructions on how to set it. So I'll help you set it in a little bit, okay? Because we gotta get to the next place. We're on a time crunch. So these are the earrings. And they are like a champagne-y silver. I really like, this is how I determine good quality earrings, is the latch right here. I love these kind of latches and they're sturdy. Yeah, so like these, they were only $3.99. And wait a minute, hold up. These are real silver. Yeah, they're sterling silver. Chunky hoops. I knew the quality felt good. The quality felt amazing. It says sterling silver along the ridge, and that's why they have that slightly yellow hue to it, because I noticed with all of my sterling silver pieces, as time passes, they get more of like a yellow hue to them. So chunky sterling silver hoops for the win. That's amazing. Okay, so now we got to go to, we're going to Home Goods, and then we actually probably should stop by Trader Joe's to get some flowers for the vases, but actually I think I'm gonna wait. I think we're not gonna do a lot of the decorating today because I want to wait for my stuff from Amazon to get here. So maybe we won't do the decorating today. Maybe today we're just collecting supplies, and we're gonna definitely again still bring up the tree, but maybe when will that stuff be here? I think it's supposed to be here tomorrow or the day after. I'll have to check. But maybe we'll do the decorating tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, so this is where we at. We have 3 of these, 2 of these, 4 of these, which are super pretty. I have these, which are like little bells. Then I have these little figurines, the mini Christmas trees, and then I have these, which will either go on my tree because this does match my tree theme, or I can sprinkle them throughout the tablescape. So I want to say all of this together is probably 20, let me see, probably about $50 or $60, but we'll see. I'm about to calculate. And then this is cute little mini houses. I want to do this with Azzy, so we'll do that. Okay, so everything I calculated is, gosh, I just lost it, 64. Hold on. Okay, I just looked, 65 plus the gingerbread, which is 13, so 78, which for all of this, that's not bad, plus the stuff I already got. And then I'm gonna also go to Home Goods because I need garland. So we're gonna go there next, but I'm gonna get out of here before I get distracted. Although these really match my theme. $15 each, though I feel like I can find these cheaper somewhere else. So yeah, I think we're done in here. Here we have the garland. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do a glitter one.
Mama,
I actually like this one the best. And this fits the length of my table, I feel like. Okay, so this is where we're at. We have the tablecloth, the placemats, the Noel sign for the stockings. We have candles for the candle holders, gold candle holders, and a diffuser. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get the garland later because I feel like the one here is like really pricey and I just want plain green garland pieces. So I feel like I might be able to get that somewhere else. So that being said, this is the stuff I'm gonna get, and then I'm gonna try to find a couple room sprays, which I typically get around this time of year also. Okay, after a very long day, I'm finally home. I'm gonna show you the bins that we gotta move down to the garage, and then we're gonna do a haul. And then after that, I'll probably end the vlog here because the stuff that I ordered online will be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Sorry, my throat is dry. And then we'll be able to put the table together and decorate. So here's the bins. So we have these right here, all of these right here, and all of these right here. Okay, we are gonna do a haul. You gonna help me with the haul?
yes.
Okay. So the first thing that I got was for my tablescape, and it is this one right here. It's actually twice as long, but I just loved the, like, what is this called? The burlap, kind of like raffia feel to it. And it does have the warm tones, but it also has the silver because I'm really trying to keep my place silver and gold because I don't want it to just be all silver or all gold. I have like a mixture of different metals. So that was that. And then from, let's do Target, I did get the bells, the jingle bells. We got these 2 white Christmas trees.
Candles.
We got these candles. I got 4 of these, 2 of each flavor. And honestly, they smell amazing. But again, this one is more silver and this one is more gold. Although when you look like straight down at them, you can hardly tell, but yeah, it's kind of like you can kind of tell. So yes, we got 4 of those. Oops, let's do this. Okay. And then we got ornaments. Now, so the thing is, I don't know how much of this stuff I'm actually going to use. So I'm gonna get everything together, start doing the decor. And then whatever I don't use is what I'm gonna actually return. But we have all of the ornaments. So I got, yeah, there's another one in there of that. I got 2 of the holiday houses, 2 of the merry ones. Then I got, yeah, 2 of the Christmas trees, 2 of the ice skates. And I think that's it for the ornaments. Yes. Then we got a bunch of these for the tablescape to spread them all out. So how many of these did we get? I think we got like 2. I think I got like 8. Did I get? And they're like similar, but some of them are a little bit more like metal. So these 2, I got 2 of those, and there should be one more of this one in there.
Yeah.
Yes. So I got 8 of these. Nutcracker.
Yeah.
There's 4 of these. So we got 4 of these like little nutcrackers that are holographic because they go.
I don't see any more.
They're right here.
Oh.
They wrapped them up for me.
For some reason.
Yeah. Because they're glass.
Oh.
So I got 4 of the nutcrackers.
Glass Christmas trees.
And then the glass Christmas trees. I'm kind of sad because if you guys remember a couple vlogs ago, they had the big ones like this and they lit up. Those are all gone. So I can only get the clear ones, which is fine.
But they don't glow up though.
It's fine. We don't need them to. Oh, but you know what? Once you open them, the bottom is hollow. So I can actually
put a candle on them.
I could put a candle, but I think if I were to put this over it, it would smother the candle and make the flame go out, I think.
Oh.
So I might have to find like little,
lights?
No, like the little battery operated candles that can make it flicker. Maybe, we'll see. So that is that, and that was everything we got at Target. Well, let's do the Anthropology. Oh, and then another one for Home Goods. Right here. So these are the placemats. Ooh, be careful.
Sorry.
With the same type of like silver detailing.
Gingerbread houses.
We got a gingerbread house because we're gonna do this together. And then that's something else. Oh, and then from Home Goods, I also got candles for my candlesticks that I got. Wait, be careful with that because that's like the really delicate glass stuff. So I got 2 silver, a gold, and a pearl. I wish they had more of the pearl ones, but they didn't. So candlesticks. And then I was able to replace my mug. So I have one of these. Okay, so this is the candle holder. Oh, which now that I wish you could see what I have going on down here, which I'm gonna try to show you guys after the fact. But if you could see what I had going on down here, like this looks so cohesive. Not gonna lie, I was a little concerned.
Here's another candle holder.
Yes. So we have these.
Another candle holder. Why do you have so many candle holders?
I got 4. 2 big ones and 2 small ones.
Oh my god.
I love this. Looks so cute. Oh, I also, well, this is from TJ Maxx. Wait, we have one more candle holder that we have to find. So I think it's right here. So we also got this one. So we have 2. And then here's the vases, which I'm not sure if I showed you guys, but it's like yellow at the top and clear at the bottom. This is gonna be so pretty with everything. Ah, so cute.
I think this candle holder.
Yeah, but this is from the other place. Hold on, let's try and get this one.
Yeah, I will open it.
Okay. So be careful.
Another
vase. So we got 2 of those.
Another candle holder.
Another candle holder.
Obviously.
Obviously.
It's like she loves candle holders so much.
Okay, this is the other one right here? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was able to find gold candle holders for the tablescape. And then I also got another pair of mugs. So now I have 2 and 2 of each, which I got it.
Ugh. It's just a big
No, these are candle holders.
candle holders.
So these are like more of a smoky gray, which they look like this. Now this is gonna be the wrench. Actually, no, I could still make this go. Okay, so this still works. And you're gonna kind of see the vibe that I'm going for. Oh, and then, that matches so much better than I thought. Look, so I got this bottle from the Goodwill for bud holders, but look, it's gonna go so well.
And the same one, but just a green one in different shade.
So I got the green one because the things that I ordered on Amazon have green and yellow. So that's beautiful.
Is this an ornament?
It's an ornament, but we might use it for like other decor. And then that can't be everything, is it?
Maybe. I think that is.
Is that everything?
I think so.
Okay, we gotta get all the trash in one thing. I have to show you guys this color scheme because I cannot believe y'all did that. I was a little bit concerned when I was looking at everything. Like, wait a minute, do they actually go? Because, you know, in your mind something kind of goes, but then you start like looking at it for real, and you wonder if it actually goes.
There's so many ornaments.
There's a lot of stuff. Hold on.
A lot of ornaments too.
Oh, and then here's the reed diffuser that I got from Home Goods. I just thought it was really pretty, and it actually does. Yeah.
Let me see. And
Smart me would have saved all that for wrapping, but I love the fact that they gave me this bag though. No, you can. It's fine. All right, let me show you guys the scope of everything. So pretty. Okay, for perspective, this is everything. Those are the placemats. This is all on top of the runner. But yeah, this is everything. And with the yellows and the purples, it actually goes beautifully. So I'm very excited. Okay, so as promised, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my social media fast and what I've been learning so far. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about what I wrote on day 1. I'm gonna loosely read it and not like go exactly off of what I wrote word for word, but this will give you the general idea of the revelation I had. And the title of all of these days is called Under the Influence because I started thinking about what it means in the Bible to be of sober mind and to be sober-minded. And I realized that being sober-minded is not only talking about alcohol. And I'm gonna read you the verse or the verses that are in Titus 2. And I'm gonna read the English Standard Version just because it's easier, and if you want to go back and read the King James Version or whatever version works for you, you definitely can. But in Titus 2 it says, older men are to be sober-minded, dignified, self-controlled, sound in faith, in love, and in steadfastness. Older women likewise are to be reverent in behavior, not slanderers or slaves to much wine, but they are to teach what is good, and so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled. So that's the scripture. Now, being under the influence. Day 1, I had no clue that my social media fast would start the day that it did, but the way God told me to do it was a little unique. You know, God told me that I could post on social media, but I couldn't consume. And after getting that revelation, I knew that God was about to deal with me on what it meant to be under the influence. So I knew I wanted to take a break for 2 weeks. And like I told you guys earlier, I had a dream of the man saying it. You know, he said it's really good to disconnect from your phone 2 weeks out of the year. And he listed all of the reasons why, which totally made sense to me. But in my mind, I thought, oh, I'm going to start this next year because, you know, the fourth quarter is a very busy time for content creators. We get a lot of sponsorship deals and things like that. So I was like, I'll start in January. That's perfect. I'll take a break after being so busy for the holidays. But that's not what God said. You know, I woke up. I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, he means today. Now, how I came to that conclusion it was probably about 2 weeks actually after I had that dream. I don't know, but I just like woke up and in my spirit, I just knew like, no, today. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I have all this content planned. Let me see how this is gonna affect my filming schedule. So I looked at the calendar and I realized that the 2 weeks would be up exactly on December 1st. So when I saw the dates line up in that way, I had to wonder exactly what God was up to. So the first day was very interesting because I found myself unconsciously clicking on the app to open it and scroll without even actually having the active thought of, oh, I want to go on there to see something. It was just like an unconscious habit, which was quite interesting and eye-opening to me because it let me see exactly how much we are scrolling on social media out of purely habit versus going on there for a purpose or a reason. I definitely had to delete the apps from my phone because after opening it up several times and having to click out before I ever even actively scrolled, I realized like I probably need to take the apps off of my phone so I'm not tempted. So I started thinking about after the first day, like what it means to be under the influence. And I looked up the King James definition of influence and then our regular definition of influence. And the regular definition of influence means the capacity to have an effect on the character development or behavior of someone or something or the effect itself. The King James definition of influence is the ability to produce an effect upon others. So to be under the influence is to be under someone or something that has the capacity to have an effect on your character development, your behavior, or an ability to produce an effect on you. Like you're under the influence of someone who has the ability to produce an effect on you. So that was very interesting. And notice I didn't look up under the influence because that would automatically bring up something having to do with liquor. And so I was like, okay, so if you're under the influence, let's look at what influence actually means. So those are the definitions for influence. Now, I also looked up pollination and cross-pollination because we had a conversation not too long ago about cross-pollination and how it is very important to judge the fruit of someone because that fruit and the tree that they are can cross-pollinate with yours and you guys can start to mix fruit by cross-pollination. And so when looking it up, I realized that pollination and cross-pollination are also a form of influence because it is something that affects the development or behavior of that plant or that tree. So that was also very interesting when it came to the conversation we had had prior about discerning the spirit of others and understanding who you can be planted next to in certain seasons and who you can't. The same thing goes for pollination, and pollination occurs in nature with the help of insects and the wind, and insects travel by being blown with the wind. So there's a scripture that I want to read to you guys that has to directly do with blowing with the wind, and I think if you read your Bible often, you already know which scripture I'm going to, but we're going to read it just in case. So that we may no longer be children, tossed to and fro by the waves and carried about by every wind of doctrine, by human cunning, by craftiness in deceitful schemes. So like when I was looking at the way pollination works, and pollination actually occurs by the wind blowing, and insects who carry the pollen on the wind, and because that's how insects travel, by the wind, it really did put that scripture into perspective for me, because you are definitely, let me say it this way, if you're under the influence of a lot of different things, you're being tossed to and fro by their influence and what they're telling you you need to think, or what they're conditioning you to think. So being under the influence is not just about drinking. It's literally about your environment and the people that you surround yourself with, because you're under that influence. And you really need to ask yourself, like when it comes to being of sober mind, being of sober mind is not necessarily to not be under the influence. It's just that you need to really think about the influence you are under, because we're all subject to like our leaders, like especially when it comes to like leadership in church and things like that. Like you're subject to your leaders when it comes to work, you're subject to your boss, you know, when it comes to a lot of different things. Like there's always going to be somebody ahead of you, but the foundation is the word. So whoever you are under the influence of needs to be subject to the word, so that you guys are all operating of sober mind and what is the truth. So that was kind of like what I thought about on the first day, was how crazy it was that I was unconsciously going onto a platform that was influencing me. Whether I realized it or not, there was still a level of influence there. And just even the fact that I was clicking on it out of just habit was influence enough. Like something about the app had influenced me to make it part of my daily habits. So that was kind of like eye-opening for me. And the revelations just get like more and more eye-opening. We will read tomorrow's excerpt tomorrow. But I want you guys to think about the things that you are under the influence of, and really ask yourself, the things that are influencing you, is it healthy? Chat with me in the comments and we'll talk about it tomorrow.